Welcome back to the channel, and let me tell you, market makers out here are not making this easy for the Bitcoin traders. I'm going to tell you what. So we're going to, on this video, go into the updated TA because we did call for the pullback, but am I leaning bullish now? I might be. Just based off of what recently just happened, as well as some of the data that came out, and yeah, let's dive on into it. But going into the daily right now for Bitcoin, daily is looking pretty interesting to me because we are finding massive, and I mean massive support off of the $93,427 level, which is quite surprising to me because I was expecting us to at least hit the bottom of this channel that I drew, but hey, we still got time for that. Either way, it looks like we're on track to finish the daily candle above the heart line, which this is why things get a little interesting here. It's because of these lower time frames. Our CCI indicator is basically saying we're going to start more of a downtrend on the daily, but let's go into the 4-hour where all of this began. On the 4-hour, what I noticed before was we had a high, we had a lower high, but we had higher relative strength. Now what I'm starting to realize, we have a higher low, and if we do zoom into our relative strength, nearly flat on the relative strength while setting a higher low. So this is indicating to me we do have a possibility of a pretty decent bounce, but we are in the bearish control zone, so of course we are going to be cautiously optimistic on this one. Couple targets I'm going to look at first, because noted here on this channel, if we have created a downtrend, we stay bearish until broken out. And I'm going to keep using that saying because I feel like more people need to adopt this idea, because so many people are like, oh, just buy, just buy, just buy. And it's like, we trade. I can't just go long. If I see a shorting opportunity, I take it. Anyways, looking at this as a possible recovery scenario, we could see Bitcoin coming up just a little bit, possibly coming up anywhere between 2.67, 3.8, 5.69, or even as high as 6.7% based off this higher low. Noted, the daily candle is not quite closed yet, but this is what I'm seeing on the 4-hour. We are in that bearish control zone where things could happen. If we go into the 1-hour time frame, you can see before we were absolutely devastated on the 1-hour time frame, and we are crawling out of there, creating our bullish divergence. Now all we really need to do is create a higher low. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less, just a higher low. Right now on the demand line side, I would be looking at it like this, which it does look like Bitcoin was trying to break out, but maybe it wants to confirm some level of support. Doesn't make much sense. I would be expecting this to move to the upside. Even in a bearish case scenario, I wouldn't even be comfortable thinking about taking a short on this until price came back up to anywhere between 97,677 or backtesting 98,196. So your 1-hour is basically saying, hey, we need to have a little recovery. We are completely oversold. We have been decimated. So there's that. Checking out your 15-minute, same thing. Absolutely destroyed, but the positive here, you retook your 50 simple moving average, which is nice. This is a sign that times might be changing in the near term. We're gonna have to see what happens once we get back up there, but I am calling for the low to be in at this moment, and I do believe we could see a back test at the minimum at 98,106. This could yield you a possible 3.16% move to the upside. So this is what I'm looking at right now. I really do want to see what it does against this trading range. Are we going to bearishly backtest it, or are we going to fly right through it and all of this was a giant fake out just to liquidate longs? We will find out, but it is not very often that I see hidden bearish divergence followed by the possibility of hidden bullish divergence right after. This is a wacky market, but oh wow, would you look at that? Even on the 4-hour, going up to backtest this level at 98,106, it would be a formal backtest of your 200 moving average on the 4 hour. Interesting. It looks like the stars are aligning on that position right there. Anyways, yeah, so we did have some economic data come out. It basically was saying that ADP job numbers better than expected, unemployment claims worse than or better than, or ADP numbers, the jobs, it was worse than expected, but then the job loss claims better than expected. That's what it was. And then we had the FOMC minutes, where pretty much seemed like a bit of a nothing burger. It was like, oh, it's the exact same thing the Fed said during the last FOMC meeting, where they want to basically slow down on their rate cuts, but they're uncertain of what the new administration's going to do, which, yeah, makes sense, because it's a brand new administration, and Trump, he is coming after negotiating or tariffs or something. He's going to do something. The thing is, we don't know. And that's essentially what the FOMC minutes was pointing out. We don't know what to forecast because we don't know what's going to happen. So the uncertainty is out there. Remember, crypto market might be able to recover all tonight, all day tomorrow, because the stock market, the U.S. stock market, will be closed coming on Thursday for the morning of President Carter, who was the oldest living president. And he stuck it out there. So that's great to hear. We're going to have that. So as long as Wall Street isn't out here trying to sell on us nonstop, I think the crypto market has a chance of recovering. And some of these altcoins, oh boy, I think the altcoins, there's a few of them out there. I'm going to cherry pick a couple, like WaxP, Tezos, XTZ, those two, because I just checked their charts. Hidden bullish divergence is definitely on the 4 hour. They have a lot of upside. So, yeah, start taking a look at your altcoins. You might have some really good trade setups there. Anyways, I'm not going to waste too much of your time here. I'm just going over the updated info that I'm seeing here. Let's see what happens once we backtest this 98,106, and then from there we can devise a new trading strategy if we're going up, if we're going down, anything in between. Remember, 2025, it is made to be the most bullish year in the bull market. So keep that in the back of your head. But we could see an extended downtrend literally only because we do have bearish divergence currently on the weekly. And all it really needs to do is blast off, set a new high higher than this previous high in the relative strength, and it can cancel out the bearish divergence. But until we do that, or we reset this indicator, I'm going to continue looking for bearish signs, because I'm out here trying to save people money, and I'm trying to help everybody get into great trade setups so you all can possibly make a few extra bucks, whether the price is going up or down. If you do enjoy this style of content, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you need an exchange that does not require a VPN or KYC, feel free to check the link in the description below. We are partnered up with both Buy DeFi and Weeks. They have amazing sign-on bonuses, so you guys can jump in there. And remember, trading, it is all about risk management, but never trade anything that you're not willing to lose. It is inherently very risky. I mean, one wrong call, you could liquidate your whole account. So be careful out there. Anyways, I'm going to catch you later. Take it easy and enjoy the break in the sell pressure for now. Let's see what happens in the coming days. I'll catch you in the next one. Oh, we also go live every day. Catch a live stream.